Hello. It is good. It is good to see you again. Now, I know me and you have been through a lot of